Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to the channel, you gotta hit that subscribe button real quick because today we're gonna get into, for those of you specifically looking at investing in the Hilton Head or the Bluffton area, some recent news here that just broke about what short-term rentals look like. So whether you have an investment property already there, or you're looking to buy into investment property, or if thinking about retiring to Hilton Head and buying a piece of investment property now to eventually flip in maybe to a retirement community, a retirement home, something like that while you're down there for the future. This is definitely going to be, some news that you definitely want to hear about. And normally I wouldn't cover anything like this, but only because it relates so directly to real estate and obviously specifically to the investing side of things. I thought that it was valuable to at least shed some light on this and also give some perspective as to the potential economic impact here. So, anyway, let's get right into it now. All right. So again, as I said, normally I wouldn't really cover anything like this as it relates to news on the island, but I do think this is really valuable, and it's kind of just now happening. So again, if you've been thinking about making an investment down to the Hilton Head area, this is something that will be super valuable to you, and it will definitely impact values as well as investments in the future. So. Anyway, but if you have not yet subscribed, make sure that you tap that subscribe button down below and tap the bell for the notifications so that you don't miss a single video about Hilton Head, about living in the Low Country. Even if you're looking at buying, selling, investing, doesn't really matter. We can help with all of that. Our team here on Hilton Head is absolutely amazing. Really seasoned professionals here that know what they're doing, are watching the market very, very closely, and are able to help with every step of the way. So, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, now in the future, doesn't matter. We can help with all of it. If you're looking at moving in the next 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, doesn't matter. We can help with all of it. But I did want to get right into this article here. Hilton Head obviously has somewhere between, we think, 7,000 and 10,000 homes that are considered STRs, or short-term rentals. So those are your VRBOs, your Airbnbs, pretty much any site where you can do, a couple of days to a week long or even a month long stay. And so with 7 to 10,000, single units, and that can be condos, townhomes, villas, single family homes, pretty much across the board. Those are going to now see a $250 permit every single year to operate. And this is a result of a lot of different things. Obviously, a lot of ordinances being broken as it relates to trash and noise and so on and so forth. So, this is pretty typical of any short-term rental market that you would see, even in major metropolitan areas. So we really shouldn't be too surprised by all of this news breaking. But the town council did vote to approve that new local law there. So, on the short side, if we say it's 7,000, that's going to generate about $1.7 million in additional revenue for the town or for the city. On the high side, we could probably go up to like $2.5 million. So obviously this will have a big impact, but also most likely what's going to happen is it's going to have an impact on the actual rental fees. So, normally if you're renting a unit for say $2,000 a week, you might see it jump up $100 or even $200, and obviously $250 for the year, only being a couple bucks a week, it really starts to add up. And especially for those people that have multiple units across the island, that's really going to have a bigger impact on them. And it'll be interesting to see what the city does with this money, and what the island and the town actually do with this money, and how they reinvest it. If it's going to go to more ordnance officers, kind of perusing the island and looking for more ordinance infractions. It is really the job of the short-term rental owner or the property management company to communicate the rules, noise ordinances, the laws in some cases, on what's expected of those people that are coming to stay in the property. But of course, we all know you have no control over other people. So that is definitely going to provide a little bit of an issue here as it relates to, these laws and this new, permit essentially that you're going to be seeing. So another article here written by the Post and Courier So you can see here, $250 permit fee for operation of short-term rentals. If you haven't been over to Shelter Cove, by the way, that's where this little Neptune statue is. But anyway, and you see here they're citing noise, trash, parking problems. Since 2019, there's been a huge influx of people visiting Hilton Head, and again, short-term, long-term, all of it pretty much. So it's not uncommon to see, something like this really have a bigger impact. So they are instituting this $250 fee for people to, show that the units are safe, that they're being maintained, but also that they have enough parking. Because again, 7 to 10,000 units. You all know, if you've been here for a little while, this is a very small island. So, 40, 50,000 people there on any given day, and then anywhere for, 200 to 250,000 people visiting can really change things and can add to the traffic, but it can also create quite a bit of parking issues. So really want to just reiterate that, again, not normally something we would cover here, but again, I think it's really important that, especially if you're looking at investing, or if you're already invested and this is news to you, I'm sorry, but this is, again, pretty common for municipalities and for towns and cities to institute something like this. Here in Sandy Springs in Georgia, actually, they've done the same thing. And not only do you have to have now a business license, but you also have to have a permit to rent out a short-term rental. So anyway, again, just wanted to bring you this information because this is really new development here. Some of the other potential impacts of this could be, in a lot of the different communities and a lot of the different plantations, we might see some additional changes come down as a result of, say, a property owner's association or an HOA, as it were, because a lot of them have also experienced these same issues. And when you don't have a governing body like a town or a city above you to really handle that stuff, a lot of these HOAs or POAs will start to kind of take on that own task for their community. So there are a number, I think Wexford and a couple others, that don't even allow short-term rentals. So if that's something that you definitely want to look away from or avoid totally, again, that's why we have our team in place. That's how we can help you, just with that local knowledge and knowing, where short-term rentals exist, where they don't. If you're looking for an investment that can ultimately pay itself off over the course of 5 to 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, then, this is all really valuable information. But again, normally wouldn't cover something like this, but I thought it was super pertinent to what we talk about here pretty much every week about, again, investments and protecting that investment, but also the cost of doing business, because this is not uncommon to see. But I think it's really valuable, and that's why I wanted to bring it to you today. So anyway, again, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you subscribe below, that you tap the bell for the notifications so that you don't miss a single video about what it's like to live, work, and play on Hilton Head Island. And if there's ever anything that we can do for you, you can always, reach us on the contact info down below. You can also set up a Zoom chat with us to have a call just like this, where we're on video. We get to know more about your wants and needs. And again, whether you're looking to move to the island permanently or part-time, or just retire there eventually, if you're even just looking to visit, we can also help with that as well. But certainly if you're looking to sell a property that you have on Hilton Head or around the Low Country, Beaufort and Bluffton, anywhere near there, we can always help with that as well. So again, hopefully this is helpful. It gives you a little bit different perspective on things, especially as it relates to real estate. But if there's ever anything that we can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.